here. Hello, marvelous people. Today's video is about what my experience was growing up in Dubai, because I feel like Dubai is a pretty cool city, but you guys have never been here and it's not how it looks in all the pictures, so I'm gonna tell you guys what it's really like. So stay tuned if you guys want to hear about that. It's gonna be cool, so keep watching. I forgot to say in my intro, hi, if you're new here, I am Thoraya. Nice to meet you. Please subscribe. And now I'll start talking about the video. So first things first, I moved to Dubai when I was like 1 year old. I was about to say 1 year old. I moved here when I was 1 year old. So I've lived here my whole life, but I am originally Jordanian. I go to Jordan all the time. I feel like this lighting is making me more pale than usual, but it's fine. Living in Dubai, being a Dubai resident, also probably means that you're an expat or an expatriate citizen. An expatriate citizen basically means that you were born in one country and then you lived in another country, which is being an expat. I believe like 80 to 90% of the Dubai population are non-Emirati people that are from elsewhere and then just came to live here because it's cool. The reason that there are so many expats and the reason that Dubai is so beautiful and luxurious and it looks so in all the photos is because Dubai has a lot of oil. The whole Gulf area has a lot of oil, and a lot of oil means a lot of money. So the government is basically able to invest a crazy amount of money in real estate to build the tallest building in the world. Maybe I'll figure out how to attach it right here. The tallest building in the world. And they're also able to not tax their citizens very high amounts. We basically pay no taxes except for a recent sales tax that was added on things. And it's very cheap labor. So it's a very attractive business market to come work in, and that is why 80% to 90% of the population here are expats, such as me and my parents and my brother, which people also call me and my family. With that being said, since everyone is an expat, that really means that people here are from all around the world. Like, I went to school with kids from the US, from Canada, from all the Arab countries, such as, but not limited to, Jordan,
Lebanon, Syria, Palestine, etc., etc. And
kids from Singapore, kids from China,
kids from Korea, kids from Japan, kids from the Philippines, from India, from Pakistan, Australia, New Zealand, France, Germany, Russian.
When you grow up here, you're very used to growing up with people around you that are very different from you, from different cultural heritages, and that kind of just becomes the norm. To where like you go to your friend's house and you're eating their food, they come here, they're eating your food, and you kind of get used to this like international like country festival that happens every single day of your life as you're growing up, because everyone's from everywhere. That also means that the main language spoken here is English, so everyone speaks English. If you go to a supermarket, the person working there is going to speak English, not Arabic, because it is such an international population and English is the language of the world. I realize that I've been talking really quickly, but I feel like that stuff is the boring stuff, so I just wanted to get through it, give you a background. So now here's for the juicy part, right? So because people come from all around the world and because people come from everywhere to work, that means that everyone here is a part of the working class and has a steady job, meaning that everyone you go to school with comes from a pretty steady lifestyle. But no one in these schools are struggling to eat, no one in these schools are struggling to get home safely. Everyone is in the same level of being part of a steady I don't know why I'm doing this. A steady lifestyle, right? Meaning like their parents probably have a consistent income, they're probably pretty comfortable. You're in this great city with really pretty buildings. It's very safe. You don't have to worry about what neighborhood you're walking in for the most part, or like basically always. The outcome of that, as you keep getting older in this very, I don't want to say utopian, but I want to say you're in a safe city. Everyone around you is from a working class. It creates this bubble of privilege. That's like a bubble that doesn't have like hardships that other kids face. Basically a bubble of privilege that you can't really look past until you pop it. You kind of have this like social short-sightedness because you've grown up in this place your whole life. You're not able to see past your reality. And that's kind of why lots of people, when they leave Dubai, it's hard, and I don't want anyone to get offended, but it's pretty hard for people to leave this place and go make other friends that don't come from the same lifestyle because they just like grew up with this short-sightedness of life. Hi guys, it's T. I'm editing the video right now and I'm realizing that I keep using the pronoun they as if I'm not one of the people that grew up in Dubai. So please allow me to correct that to we real quick. Thank you. And now I'll restart the video. To where like they only know what they've been surrounded by, and so real life is kind of just hit them like a truck. But with me saying that, I think it's really important for me to mention that Dubai is a hustle. Your parents came here and they like hustled their way to surviving in this city. They made a living for themselves, but the kids, like me as the kid that's growing up here and as the multiple, like my generation of kids that grew up here, we're not a part of that hustle. The generation of people that grows up here as expats, they don't see the hustle, they see the outcome. And it kind of creates this thing where, oh, this is how life is, we'll just take it for granted. So there's that. Okay, so the next thing that happens when you grow up in Dubai, and if you guys grew up in Dubai, comment in the video and tell me if you feel this. Comment in the video. Comment in the comment space. What is it called? Just comment below if you feel this. As people are from all around the world, and because you don't grow up in the city that you are from, that your blood is from, you kind of have this cultural identity crisis. What is a cultural identity crisis? You didn't grow up in the place that you're from. You grew up here. So when someone asks you, like, where are you from? You're not really from here. You're just residents of the city. You're not a citizen. Yet you didn't grow up in the place that you're actually from. You didn't grow up in the place that your parents grew up in. And so you kind of have this detachment from your actual home, and then this kind of process of making Dubai, a place that isn't actually your home, your real home. Once you leave Dubai and you come back, because in reality you have no like heritage ties to this place, your family has no real ties to this place. I mean, by that I mean your family history. It kind of becomes hard for you to feel like you belong to the place that you grew up in your whole life. You kind of realize that like, oh well, I probably belong to the place that I'm actually from. And this might be different for everyone, but that's kind of the gist of it. To where you grew up in this place with no individual culture, and it confuses you as to what your actual culture is. Probably going to be part of a series where I talk about my stages of life and the truths that I have uncovered in these stages. The first part being me being a walk-on and what that's like. The second part is this, what it's like to be in Dubai, and the third part will be what it's like to go to prep school / boarding school. So if you're interested in that, gonna be some juicy stuff. Subscribe and turn your notifications on so you can see when I post that third video. And thank you for watching. Bye.